recognised that there was a cult in action, they were not to leak that to the media at all. It was not. It became illegal to even say it's a cult activity. So instead, they talk about trafficking rings, drug rings, those sorts of things. So the cults are still rife. They're still operating, but it's not mentioned in media, and it's certainly not mentioned by the police.
Have we tended to forget that these sects of the cults, or these type of affiliations, are still out there because it's not part of our local community as such?
Yeah, I do think I think awareness is a major thing. Because even watching the news recently and seeing things like that young little girl being her room getting broken into, all that sort of stuff. I don't know if you saw that on the news. It was a 7-year-old girl in Ellenbrook, went to bed and someone broke in through her window and sexually molested her, and then took off. They've got the guy, but that to me it screams cult activity. For a start, the guy had to have known the family. So there's usually that sort of thing going on. There was another case up in Wanneroo where a pastor had actually been done for a pedophile ring. He was prostituting out his own daughter. Now that always amazes me, because how do you say there's a pedophile ring and there's only one guy involved?
Well, I don't believe there's a complete ring right there, like he's got hundreds of people around him right there. I do believe there's a group of people in multiple locations.
Yes. But for him, yes, he was operating through his own church. And that's very, very common. I don't think there's ever been a cult that we've investigated that hasn't had links in a church.
So we can define cult in a sense as a group of followers that have a sense of belief, belonging, a common belief system that interlinks them all. And they tend to, I think, with the more people you have, the bigger the whole intensity of that cult following or that group following becomes.
That's right. I mean, the word cult actually comes from the root culture. So it's their culture, it's their belief systems. It's you sort of can join in that cult or that culture. So yeah, it can be very, very widespread. We've seen an extraordinary network right across Australia, right across the world of cult activity.
Okay, guys, don't forget to hit like and follow and subscribe. These podcasts are going to come thick and fast, so make sure that you're hitting the follow button and following us, because there's more to come. We've always got full of excitement and full of challenges through this podcast, and I love to hear your point of view and what you want to see and hear throughout these podcasts. Don't forget also, guys, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and for no other reason other than that. So anybody who's interested in hearing more from Michelle or getting in contact with her, you can contact her on
setright777@gmail.com.
Please feel free to ask us any questions anytime, and you can go to my website on www.claudine-paki.com, and I look forward to speaking to you all in 2022. See you later, guys, and I will speak to you soon.